Today what we're going to do is we're going to place some string grooves in my recurve bow here. The grooves are going to be about at a 45-degree angle. We're going to make those grooves a little bit wider so the string has some travel, so when we pull back on the bow. After that, we're going to just kind of sand down all the edges to make it nice and smooth, because tomorrow we're going to be tillering.
Let's check it. Check it. Tell me how it fits. You want the side of the string buried in the groove. Good, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, so now we're going to work on the other side.
Okay, we've done cutting our grooves in. We are just making sure that the front is level, that the string is set in there, and then that the sides are flush, that the string fits right on the sides, nice and flush to the sides. And then we're gonna just make sure on the back part that the string is going straight down, that it's right in the middle of the bow. And we actually, after we cut the grooves, I sanded down all the edges on the bow to make sure when we place the string on there that the string doesn't catch any edges or any fibers on the bow. And she's looking really good right now. No fibers are being caught. Now we're going to place this onto the tillering stick, and we're just going to
check the string angles. But we're not tillering today. We'll till tomorrow, right?
Yep, we're going to till it tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, we're going to put it up just to check the grooves and the angle. It's starting to drizzle, but I want to show you the tillering marks. We got a mark here at the fade outs, okay, and even distance where it starts to turn up, where it starts to bend up, we put a tillering mark there and a center mark. And all we're going to do, it's starting to rain, is put it on and make sure our angles look good, right, Jimmy?
That's right.
So there you go. Put it up, try to put it in. So these are almost straight up and down, and as we bend them, they're going to come down a lot. It'll line up fine. It'll be okay. This will be okay for tillering. Okay? And we've got to take off a ton of material.
That's right.
How heavy? 100-pound bow, maybe?
It's probably right now, yeah.
About a 100-pound bow.
We're going to bring it down to about 40, 45.
45 pounds is the goal for tomorrow. So it's raining. We're going in. We're done till tomorrow.
All right. So today we're going to tiller our recurve bow, and as you can see, it's pretty thick right now. So we may have to shave off some of the limbs a little bit, so we're able to pull it down.
Okay, so you can see the nice little back set. We got a little back set. We fire hardened this recurve, this hickory recurve that he's got. It has rosewood tips, a rosewood handle. Looks very pretty, but we're afraid it might be a little too heavy. Let's see if we can get it to bend, and we're going to micro tiller it today, and that means we're only going to pull it down just a little past level, and we're going to go an inch at a time. So let's see. These limbs are so heavy. This feels like a 100-pound bow. So we're going to remove like at least 20 or 30 strokes on the belt sander on each side. I'm pretty experienced with it. I'm going to watch Jimmy and help him out. And we're going to lighten this up a little because we can't even pull this down the level now. And it's not that thick. It's just a little wider. It's stronger because we're making a recurve. So we're going to remove material and come back.
All right, so we sanded down the limbs about 40 strokes. We're going to see if we can get some movement in the limbs now.
Still very heavy or good?
A lot less.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, let's start the tillering process. So this is Jimmy's recurve, and he's going to be tillering it, but I want to show you the tillering marks that we put on. Right here at the fade outs, we have pencil marks, and then where it starts to curve up, we put a mark. And I measured it because the limbs are equal from the center of the riser, and we put another mark over here. And then we put a center mark, all right? So we got it moving now. We took 40 strokes off, and we probably still have to remove more, but for 40 for now. And when we look at this here, this bend we got this really nice, perfect bend going on here. And what we have is a 1/4 of an inch of a bend here. So now we're going to check this out. And like I said, I'm just doing this initial one to show you the tillering marks, and then Jimmy's going to be doing the rest of the video. So here we are. And let's see what we got here. We got a 1/2 inch here. So this one here, we have to remove more material, but the stroke, look at the bend we got. Look at the bend, and I hide the numbers. I always put the numbers behind us. But look, we got a nice bend going on, right? And you can see it's a little bit here has to come off. So let's get the pencil, Jimmy, and mark under from here and down, underneath, right here. And we're just going to take a few strokes off the end of here. And like I said, this one's bending a lot more. We're going to take some strokes off of this limb, and we're going to come back, and Jimmy's going to do the rest, okay?
All right, so we removed some more material, especially the high spots on this side over here. And then we moved a little bit more just to lighten the weight of the bow.
We removed more overall to get a bend, even to that bend.
All right.
So now we're going to check it out and see how good of a job Jimmy did.
Okay,
let's
so
see.
We're going to go to our marks there.
Okay, let's see how much of a...
Right,
okay, just a hair more than a half, right? Now let's check over here.
Just
a little bit more there. We got about 1/8 of an inch more of a bend there. But look, I don't know, move your hand out of the way so they can see. Put it back up. That spot where we removed material from the outer limb is bending. Look at that perfect bend we got. So we got a really nice bend going on. This is only the second time so far, right? So let's go over here and check this out.
Okay.
This is the second time we strung it up. First time we removed material. And if you look overall, it's a perfect bend, right? You did a good job, nicely. Right?
Yes, it is.
It's just that one's bending a little more, so we're just going to take a couple more strokes off of this.
Okay.
All right, we'll get it all evened up before we go down another inch, another inch, another inch, all right?
Okay.
Good job, Jimmy, for this, right? Second time hanging it up.
It's going
and it's going really good. You're doing a good job. So when you want to remove the high spots that you mark with a pencil, the safest way is getting 60 grit sandpaper and keep erasing the pencil marks with the sandpaper. Remark it, do it again. But we're using a belt sander because I'm pretty experienced with it. And when you're on one side, what we're going to do is show you how it goes flat on it. But when you're on one side, you tend to lean more. So we do 3 strokes on one side, and we come on the other side and we do 3 strokes. And we're always looking at the thickness, right? No high spots. We keep it flat. We don't lift it up to create a hinge. We don't lift it up to create a weak spot. We just keep our hand here and slide it like this while we're doing it. Jimmy's going to demonstrate how he's removing. He's going to take 3 strokes off this side and 3 strokes off the other side. We're going to go ahead, Jimmy. It's up to you. Okay, so the one side that wasn't bending, we already removed material, but we know it's very heavy. So that's why we took another 6 strokes off each side. But what you do is you keep on checking, and you don't want no thin spots. You keep checking and make sure everything's the same. If you really want to, you can get a caliper and slide it along. But we're good. We're doing good. We don't need a caliper so far. So, okay, we're going to go check it out on the tillering tree again now.
All right, so we trimmed off a little bit more. So we're just going to check our Okay. About 3/4.
3/4, about 3/4. Let's check over here.
A little less than 3/4.
Hold on. How about now?
That's still a little bit less.
A little bit less. Okay, so we're gonna take a couple of more strokes off of this. We want to get this even before we go down, and then we could go down another inch, another inch, another inch. The only thing I want to mention is recurves are a bit of a pain in the neck, but when you have the string grooves, you want to make sure the strings are in the string grooves. You want to make sure your string grooves are deep enough, and as you go down, you want to make sure that the string grooves are the right angle. So we start off with 45, and as you pull it down, as this bends down, this will tend to want to fit in the groove better. So that's all. We're going to remove some material. All right, Jimmy?
All right.
And we'll come back and check it out again.
All right, so we removed some more material. Now we're just going to check the limbs to make sure everything is even. And right on my bottom of my mark there. 3/4.
3/4.
Good. I'll take the slide real quick. And 3/4.
Okay.
So they're lining up nicely. They're even.
So now we can bring it down another inch. The only thing we got to watch is the weight, but we can go down another inch. And this is how far we got to get down to put a string with a brace height. So we're only starting. All right, we're just starting out. So go down another inch. And if it's really too heavy, or you think it's too heavy?
No.
No? Okay.
All right, we'll measure again.
Well, let's just check the bends now. We're just checking the bends.
Okay.
Does the bend look perfect? Right? Still looks beautiful,
looks really
and
good.
perfect, right?
Yeah.
Let's go over here and check this one. Beautiful,
Yeah,
right?
looks good still, yeah.
Pull it down another inch. Go ahead. And if it's really too heavy, you think it's too much weight, we got to remove material. Right? We don't want to stress out the limbs, okay?
No.
So what we're going to do is, we have this at the 15.5-inch mark, right?
Yeah.
We're actually, if we look, it's on this board here, it's closer to the 18, right?
Yes.
So what we'll do is just check it now, and then we're going to get the scale and see how many pounds it is at that.
Okay. Okay, I'm on my mark there, okay.
Okay,
That
and let's
nice
just
and
check
curved.
for the heck of it. 1 inch perfect.
Good.
Got it there?
Okay, I'm on.
1 inch perfect. Okay, it's perfect. So now we're going to get the scale and see what it is when we pull it down to roughly just above that 18-inch mark on the side. This is actually the draw length when we have a string on it. So we're going to use that as the indicator for the pounds. Jimmy?
Let's pull down on that scale.
What do you got at that 18 mark?
37.
Oh, good, good. Okay.
38.
Go down one more.
That's 19. So that's 50 right there.
How much?
50.
50. Wow, that's a big jump. Okay, we're going to remove some material. Okay, but it's looking good. It's bending really good. Okay, this is why I hate recurves, but you have to really pay attention. As we started to go down, did two things. I watched the limbs to make sure they don't twist and make sure the string grooves are deep enough. So we did touch up the grooves, made them just a hair deeper. And then as we're pulling it down and we're getting, you know, not quite to put a string on, but almost, this limb here, which is starting to get a twist. All right, so we're going to heat it up and correct it and then retiller it again, because you don't want, once you see the slightest bit of movement that you know it's going to start twisting up, you got to correct it. So we're going to heat it up now. My new heat gun. And we're going to go back and forth. And in about, you know, as soon as I see it go down a little bit, we're going to shut it off, cool it, and we'll go back to the tillering stick. Okay, you can show that.
Okay, we heated up and straightened out the limb twist that we had, so it's pretty straight now. So we're just gonna
check the limbs.
Check the limbs here.
Okay, 1 1/8 inches. An 1 1/8 inches, and now we can go down another inch. Go down another inch. Take another look.
Right on.
There's nothing really that jumps out at us. It looks good, right? Got a
nice
perfect
bow.
bend, right?
Yes. Right there.
Good, perfect bend, right? Let me look at this limb here. It's really not that bad since we heated it up. Go down another inch. If it's too heavy, let me know. You think it's good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, right on.
Looking good. Let's just check it just for the heck of it. 1 3/4 inches roughly. Good?
Right on.
We got to go down a 1/16 of an inch more on this limb. So a couple strokes on this limb.
Okay.
But before we do that, we have it here at, and this is just a reference because it's a loose string. We have it roughly at that 21-inch mark. We're going to see how many pounds we have. Okay, we're going to see how many pounds we have now. Of course, we may have to reduce some weight. So hold this for a second. Okay. Go down to that 21-inch mark. And we got 48 pounds. Okay, we got 48 pounds, and we want a 45-pound bow. Put it down to that mark again. That 21 there or so. We'll see how far we got to go down for a brace eye for a string. Okay, we got to go down quite a bit. I mean, we don't even have it down far enough to put a string on, okay? So, let me see. Just double check here. This is where we got to go to. All right, so we gotta remove weight. So we're going to take off a few strokes on each limb because it's our goal is like 45 pounds, and we don't even have, we have 48 and it's not even strung. So we're going to remove some weight and we'll come back to you.
All right, so we lighten the limbs up a little bit more. Everything is looking even by using the rulers.
And we're going to go down another inch,
drop it down.
And then we're going to check it. We want to get it so we can put a string on. Okay, let's check it out.
Okay, I'm on.
See what we can get here. I mean, the bend is beautiful, right? It's a perfect bend, right?
Looks even.
Okay, we got 1 5. Let me look at this here better. 1 1/2. 1 1/2. Let's check over here.
Okay.
We got 1 end. One and 5/8 maybe, a little bit more here. A little bit more there.
Come off on that side.
Let me check something out here. 3/4. Okay, we're even. So we're going to take a little bit more off this one here.
Okay.
Just mark it with a pencil so we make sure we have it. We're almost at the point where we're going to put a string on.
Just even again. So now we're just going to drop it down another
inch,
and we'll see what we're looking at again.
Okay.
All right.
Got 1 5/8 inches. Got it?
Yep.
1 5/8 inches. Let's go down We're going to go down 1 more inch. 1 more inch. And then we're going to check the weight after this. We're going to check the weight because we're getting close to putting on a string now, right?
All right.
Look here. We're getting close to the string, right? We can almost put a string on.
Oh yeah.
So let's check it out, see how the bend is. And once you put a string on, everything changes. Okay? We got 1 in, almost 1 in, just shy of 1 3/4. Hold on. Just shy of 1 3/4. And we got 1 3/4. Okay, so this one is a little bit, this one needs to bend just a hair more. So what we'll do is just give it a stroke or 2 more on this one.
Okay.
And then we're going to try and find a string. But before we do that, let's just see what weight we have.
Okay.
Let's see what weight we have. What are you at, 23?
At 24.
Okay.
Okay. 43.
43, okay. Good. So now we'll take off a little bit of material to even them out, and then we'll come back.
Okay. We got the limbs, precisely matching. So now we're just going to see how much weight we're pulling down
Before we put a string on it.
before we add that's permanent string, right?
Make sure it's level. Look level.
Yeah.
You got to slide it over a little bit. Okay, good.
Okay, that's 23, about 45 pounds right there.
45 pounds, okay. We want a 45-pound weight, and with the string on, it'll be 45 pounds. So we have to remove some material. So we're going to remove material back and forth to lighten it up a little bit, and then we'll put the string on.
Okay. All right, we strung the bow up. We got about a 5.5 inch brace height now. We want to make it about 6.
Yeah, a little more, 6.5.
6.5. But we still have to thin out the this upper limb a little bit.
The upper limb isn't bending as much. Show them the bow. It looks really good.
But, it's looking really nice.
Look at the curves. Look at it. It looks really good. Okay, so we put some pencil marks, and we got to reduce the weight on what we're calling the top limb right now. Yeah. So, but great job, man. It's looking good.
Looking great. Okay, so by by tillering the limbs, we have, by using these marks, we have our equal distance from our marks
to the string,
from the string to the limbs,
and we're going to put it on. Now we're going to see how many pounds we got.
Yeah, see how much we're pulling back on this now.
Okay, so let's get the scale and only go down to like 15 or so and see what kind of weight we got. Okay.
All right. Doesn't matter which side is the top, or
no matter. We're going to go down to 15.
Go down to 15.
Go down to 15 over here.
On here, okay.
All right, and see what it is. Keep on going. Got it?
Okay. We are at 15 right there. We are at about 18.
Okay, go down now to 20. I'm looking at the limbs. They're bending nice, man.
That is 20.
Okay.
Or 28.
Okay, go down more. Go down to 24.
It's about 24 right there. We're at 36.
Okay. Go down to 25.
38.
Okay, go down to 20.
26.
6.
40.
40. Go down a little more. That's 28, right?
Yeah. 40,
we got 44 or so almost,
40,
right?
Yeah, 43.
43? Okay, let it up. Now.
We reached our goal. Okay.
Yeah, so now what I want you to do is take this bow and pull it back so we can see the profile of it. I want you to, we have the top limb marked. Okay. Kind of grab it with the center under. Let's see the profile. Touch your anchor, see if it's too heavy for you. Good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, you made your recurve bow that you wanted. Now let's work on a shelf and a handle, right?
Yeah, that feels comfortable. It feels good.
You happy? Congratulations.
I'm very happy.
Looks beautiful with the rosewood tips and the rosewood. And now we're going to shape it up a little bit, right?
That looks beautiful. That looks great. Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome. Because I hate making recurves. You got to tweak them and everything else. But
they look
because he's
beautiful.
a friend,
It looks beautiful.
There you go. Good job, Jimmy.
Thank you, Joe. All right, so we are all done. This is my hickory wood fire hardened recurve bow that Joe and I had just completed. It has rosewood accents on it that we just placed it on there just to make it a little fancy, with the rosewood tips also are here, and it is 43 pound, pulling back at 28. So we're going to give it a try. I got a bunch of arrows here to start flinging those down, and we'll see how it goes. Okay. But this is how she's looking right here. So she's got all this.
Good.
Yeah, she's looking good, and got those tips there, and it all matches. Came out nice. Okay.
Okay. Now this is the first time you're going to shoot it. No pressure. All right. That bear's like 15, 17 yards. You're going to, I don't know how you shoot. Middle finger to corner of your mouth.
Yeah.
And then the tip finger to the bottom of the bear. Belly of the bear, right?
Right at the belly, yeah.
Okay. There we go. Not bad for the first shot, not bad.
That felt good.
And we don't have a pad on, so if they go to the right a little, that's cool, that's good.
Yeah, we can fix that easy.
Do that again. Same spot. Better. There you go. You got two different spine arrows or what?
I got two. Let's try the other one.
Well, no, shoot this. Yeah,
try one with this. I'll try three, and then I'll do three with the other ones.
Do three and three. First time you shoot one of these bows, you're always afraid it's going to snap and break you in the head, so you can't count that first one. There you go. There you go. It's really not that bad.
No. It's,
you got to get used to it.
It's strong. It's powerful, yeah.
Okay, a little high. That's cool, but left to right was
good.
Better. Focus a little lower. Oh yeah, I think those arrows are the ones.
These are the ones that.
Okay, not bad. Yeah. Shoot 20. Shoot that deer with the bag target. That's 20. Give it a shot. Right. Give it a workout.
That's good.
How does it feel? Tell me.
It feels really good.
Really good.
It feels really good. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's actually the 25-yard deer. So that's pretty good,
Jimmy. That's pretty good, yeah.
That's 25 yards. That's really good. That's awesome.
That is feeling good.
Well, they're both flying really good, right?
Yeah.
But definitely the traditional looking ones, those are the arrows.
Yeah.
Those are definitely the arrows. You know, the green ones are no good.
Yeah.
That's awesome, right?
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Let's go take a walk down and look at the the group quick. Can't count the one on the right, because the first one, we're always a little nervous. Something's gonna happen. Okay, but what do we got there? What are those Eastern
yeah,
Legacies?
Legacy ones, yeah.
Okay, the Legacies are definitely the better flying arrows. Okay, we could forget about the other ones. Let's go look at 25 yards. I thought you were going to shoot 20. You shot 25 yards. And the further back you go, just so you know, if the arrows impact to the right, they're weak. If they impact to the left, it's stiff. So this is the first time shooting this, and I really think those Legacies are right on the money.
Yeah, that works.
So, right?
Yeah, that's...
So let's see, Jimmy. Really what do you think? Show the bow one more time. That's the end of this video here. You did a great job.
Yeah.
Right? And it shoots fast.
It shoots great. Yeah, it shoots.
And pretty accurate.
Great.
You know, you got to get used to it.
Oh, yeah.
And
grip is perfect.
Every day you wake up is a great day. All right? Get up, do something. Make the best of it. Make a bow. Shoot. Do something, right?
Very good, Joe. And thank you again.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
First coat of warm satin polyurethane. Recurve with rosewood highlights.